Hi folks, on the workbench today I have a model kit that I've been looking forward to owning and reviewing. I have Dora Wings Fairey Delta 2 1/72 scale on my workbench. It's been a plane that I've always wanted to build. I think Frog did one in the 1950s and we have all been looking out or waiting for a manufacturer to tool this beautiful British supersonic research aircraft. So it was released, it was announced last year, but I've only got my copy now. I think about 3 months ago they were actually released, but I got mine from Man's Model Shop. Yeah, as soon as I saw it on his site, I thought I've got to get hold of a copy of this. Only two were ever made in real life, and one is in Cosford and the other is at Yeovilton Royal Naval Museum. And I've seen it there in the flesh. I'm going to do it in this colour here with just the aluminium, but I thought we'll have a little look inside the box and just give it a little review. So here it is, Dora Wings. I paid £22 for it. I think Man's got some left, but I'll leave some links in the description box below where you can get this kit from. Side of the box, you've got information there of other kits that they've got in their range. Side of the box, you've got the box art again, 1/72 scale. The kit number is DW72009. Again, side of the box, you've got a QR code. I'll have a look at what that does in a minute. Telling you it's the model length is 219 millimeters, so that's 21.9 centimeters. Wingspan 11.4 centimeters. There's 65 plastic parts in this. You've got 6 photo etch parts. Paints and glue are not included, but there's a decal sheet in this as well. And then again on the side of the box you've got the box art, but that's a lovely box art in itself, isn't it? If you can see it there, it's lovely. And if you actually look, I don't know if you see it there, but this is all matte, but the actual plane has got like this gloss finish to it. So as you move it, you can see you know, it's not the box is matte, but this is all shiny, and so's the Dora Wings logo. So there you go, there's the box art. And let's have a little look inside the box. Before I go inside the box, can I ask a favour? Only 20% of the people who watch my channel are subscribers. It'll really help the channel if you do become a subscriber. All you've got to do is click subscribe, ring that bell, click all and be notified when I release a new video. And if you could like the video too, it really does help the channel. So, top opening box on here. You're going to get of instructions. There you go, a bit glossy, so I'll have to be a bit careful when I look into that. You get one bag of sprues. You also get, whoops, this has all come out here, one sprue of plastic. So you've got a 2-part canopy there, which is good. You also get your decal sheet, and I'll take the decal sheet out. Come on, out you come. There you go. Let's have a look at this. So you get, you get quite interesting. So there's your decal sheet. I'll just quickly zoom in so you can see clearly. Nice, crisp decals here. They look pretty thin. There's not too much carrier, you know, the carrier film on top, looking pretty nice. And try to see what make that is. So I'm getting close so I can see what the company is. Is it Decograph? Made in the Ukraine, so they're not using Cartograph ones, they're using that company there for their decals. But yeah, looking pretty nice indeed. There's an extra set here which says 32. Some roundels on that piece there, so maybe they're a little bit off. Maybe there's a reason for that. Maybe it's because they've got them the wrong size or something, or maybe you need extra. But yeah, just quickly look up there. If you're just getting close, you can see there's actual wording on that strip there as well. Holder of the world absolute speed record, which is true because it was the first plane to hit, or first jet to hit 1,000 miles per hour. Slight bit of photo etch there. See that little bit of photo etch? Was it 6 pieces there? Photo etch. Is that pitot tube and stuff and that? Not quite too sure. I think these go on the top of the wings. I'll have a little look at that later. And you also get a masking set as well to mask up that very small cockpit. And it is small. Just showing you the cockpit again so you can see nice and clear. Basically, the only things that aren't masked, you know, is there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 panels there. So this back end here will be completely sprayed up apart from these bits. And there's 2 tiny little windows there on the front that you need to mask up carefully. That's what the masking tape is for. And that's what the mask you see, those little 2 tiny ones there, delicately tiny. So yes, most definitely interesting. So you will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sprues here, interestingly enough. So we'll just move these out of the way first. And we're going to have a little look and see. If we get up close, just get this to zoom in, there you go. Change the camera slightly. And this is frame A, and you can see there's a lot of detail on this kit. There you go, zoomed in now. Look at that lovely detail on here. There's the fuselage. Very nice indeed. That's the tail, the fin there at the back. So it must be a 2-part tail on this one. But yeah, got some detail there. I'm presuming there's extra intakes in here, so yeah, that's interesting. You might have to give them a bit of a paint job before getting closing. So there's frame A, very nice indeed. Frame B is all the same, really. Be very careful though with frame A, because you've got to. This is, you know, you've got to watch out for that rod there at the front. So be careful when you take that apart. And again, you've got your nose there, fuselage with detail on, etc. there. But all the cockpit and the nose is all separate. So yeah, there's frame B. Frame C are the wings. So 2-part wings with a nice bit of detail on them there and there. Reverse, you got some nice gearing inside the gearing housing there. You've got some nice detail there as well, which you can do quite a bit with. Very nice indeed. Cool, that's frame C. Okay, frame D, and I've just noticed that I've got a part missing. Just got a part missing on this one. I haven't taken this out at all. I just looked at before I unboxed it, I just had a quick look at the decals and stuff. So I wasn't too sure what you were getting inside, but yeah, I've had a little look, but I'm missing a part on this one, which is a real shame. So yeah, there's the bits there. Aha, so they must have fallen off the sprue. That's good. Good job they're all in a bag, isn't it? So I'll put them back in the bag so they're safe. So not too sure, but you can see the crisp detail there. As I said, it's only like 3 months old, this kit, 4 months old. So you know, it's there's going to be hardly any flash on this. Was no flash at all. But yeah, very nice indeed. Then finally, frame E again. Just got your small parts there. Undercarriage, a lot of the undercarriage. You've got your wheels, which are just one wheel. They're not halved or anything, so you'll just be careful when you try and do that. I tend to spray this black and then put a little drop of silver, aluminium paint in there and just let it dry. That's what I tend to do with these. And yeah, let's see, have I missed the cockpit out? I must have missed the cockpit out. Oh, there's the cockpit there. Got some nice detail there for the cockpit for 1/72 scale. Right then, it's time for the instructions. So they're quite glossy, so I want to try and bend the page as best I can so you don't get too much of the light catching the instructions. So you've got a call out there of everything, all the parts and that. We found the 2 bits that are missing there in the bag, so we won't have to look at that. So starting off, let's get a bit closer, shall we? And there we go, zoom in. Right, so you're working inside the cockpit here. So you've got the instrument panel, got some decals, paint this all black, I believe, and then you start on the seat. So it's quite an in-depth seat. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And you've got some sort of headrest behind the headrest sort of thing, so that might be a locker or something around there. You've got some decals for some seats, and then you attach your seat to the rest of the cockpit floor there, and you've got the control there. Bulkhead goes in the back and one in the front, and then you put the nose together there. Right, let's have a look at this here. So those are your photo etch to go on the sensor rod at the front. I think that's your pitot tube there, and some bits underneath. Aerial. Then you're doing your intakes. So it looks like you're pushing 2-part intakes in there on both sides. So this looks quite interesting. So there's B and B. So what's B then? I think B is white, so you're painting them white inside, interestingly enough. All white inside there. Turn it over, then you're doing the engine and the exhaust. So looks like you're painting that eye, which would be gunmetal. Or burnt iron, sorry, it'd be burnt iron in there, so you're spraying that burnt iron. And then looks like you are making up the gear in the undercarriage here, using those parts there. And so that's for the front, I believe. That's for the front, isn't it? Yeah. And then you're not doing anything with that, but then you're putting the fuselage halves together, making sure you put D12 in that position there, and there's your strut there for your wing, which is good. Putting the wings together now, and the wings go together. Then you put your flaps on, and the actuators go underneath, which is cool. And then you've got the tail to go on there on the fin. Got some photo etch on the top there, on the top of the wings. And then here you've got to decide for the flight position. So you can either have the nose in flight position or in takeoff or landing position with the drooped nose, which is where Concorde got where Concorde nicked the idea from, to have a drooped nose. So if you want it in flight position, you put it so that the notch goes inside. If you want it in taking or land off position, you have it so that the notch is on the outside. You can see that there. If I get up close, you might be able to see that. Okay, so there's a choice there, which is fine. And then they do the exploded view on putting everything else underneath, which I don't really like. I like it a little bit more in stages. So you're building up the undercarriage, and then you're putting on the doors. And how many doors is there? So you've got 1, so 2-part doors there, or 3. So you've got 2 doors, and you've got a door that attaches to the undercarriage itself there. So that's quite simple. Then there's the front bit you've already built up into there. Excellent. That looks good to me. So you've got the call outs. You've got this one here, the WG774, March 1956, World Airspeed Record. So that's that one there. You can do that one. Or you can do the WG774 from September 1955. And then this one here is the Cosford one, WG777. And then you've also got it when it was sprayed up for the Farnborough show in September 1958, when it was this kind of, what's K? Violet. Yeah, so what was that one there? What colour is this one here? I just want to see. What blue is that? Oh, aircraft blue is J, aircraft blue. Which is interesting, because they've got Mr. Hobby, Tamiya, Ammo MiG, Hitaka, life colour, but no Humbrol. So there you go. On the bottom here is the U symbols, And that's the instructions for this Fairey Delta 2. Beautiful looking kit, man. I'm really impressed by it. I really am. So there you are. That was a review of the Fairey Delta 2 from Dora Wings. It's such an integral part of UK aviation history. Remember, this was the first plane or jet to hit 1,000 miles per hour, and it held the speed record for 2 years. It was incredible, and we've not really had a decent tooling or model kit of the Fairey Delta 2. So congratulations, Dora, on producing such a lovely looking kit. All we need now is the FD1 and we'll be golden. But yeah, what's your thoughts on this kit? Is this a sort of kit you're going to build? I'm definitely, this is it. This is going to be on my list to build in the next 2 weeks. It's going to be done. It's got to be done. I just want to get it built. And if you buy one, just let me know. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you like the video, click like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, ring that bell, click all to be notified when I release a new video. Any questions, any comments, leave them in the box below, because I do reply. And a huge shout out to my channel members who financially support me for this channel. If you'd like to become a channel member and get added perks for being a channel member, just click join below and select which membership tier you so wish. If you've not seen my latest video, click here. If you'd like to see other videos that I've done with inbox reviews, click here.